Hello, welcome. This is Jody Wolfthal, Google for Education trainer. This video is going to be about setting up a Google Meet conference. So you can see I'm already at my Gmail. This is one of my favorite starting points. It's really convenient for most people. So if you go up to this top right hand where these 9 little dots are, those are your Google Apps. If you click on them, this drop down menu will always appear. So we are actually not going to go directly to Google Meet. We're going to go to Google Calendar first. So in Google Calendar, what you're going to do is you are going to decide when you actually want to have this meeting conference, and you are going to create an event. So in case you didn't see, that's right here, create with the big plus sign, and you're just going to hit that, and this little box is going to pop up. So I personally don't like looking at this small box, so I'm going to click more options, so that way it gives me the entire screen with all the options that I have available. So let's just say that I want to meet with my period 1 students on Monday at maybe 8 a.m. Okay. Um, and then we're not going to add a location. We're actually going to go down to this option where it says add conferencing. And you have this option for Hangout Meet. And what that does is now that created this Google Meet for you. So if you click on it, you'll see that's the link that your students would get, and it brings them directly to this Google Meet. Hi, guys. So this is going to be the option that they get. You get this because you're the one that created it. So you have the option, you can see, to join now or go right into presenting. Your students are only going to get the option to join. So they would click join now. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So, hi. So you can see real big. It's going to be you presenting. It will, when more people come in, it should show them as well. They can comment here, and you can see what people are actually in it. Obviously, it's just me right now. And then down here at the bottom, you can see where it says present now. So maybe you're waiting for all your kids to come in, and then you're going to do a big presentation. So you're just going to hit present now, and then it's going to ask, do you want to show your entire screen or just a particular window? So I'm going to share my entire screen with you, and then it shows you what it looks like. And you're just going to click on it. Make sure you click on it, because otherwise that's not going to be available to share. So don't get frustrated if that happens. You just have to select it, click share, and you'll see it's going to take me off in a second. And then you're actually going to see my screen. But you can see in this top right-hand corner, you can still see me, but now everybody has to look at my screen. So now maybe you want to open up YouTube or something like that. Maybe you have an article ready to go, or maybe you have a presentation ready for them. So whatever you do on your screen, they're gonna see. So it gives you a lot of control. Maybe you put up an assignment or a question. Maybe if you're doing math, you put up a question, you let your students kind of work it out, and then maybe you're gonna work it out with them. So there's a lot of options here. Like I said, um, you can really do a lot of things when you're working like this. So I'm going to stop presenting, take up the whole screen again. So that's a little bit about Google Meet. It's really not that scary. You can see these 3 dots. If you just want to do audio, that's an option. If you want to record the meeting, which might be really great, some of the states are saying that they want all meetings to be recorded. So you do have that option of recording the meeting, and then it's saved right in your Google Drive. And then if you need to share it with anybody, it's really easy to share with people. You can change the layout of how the videos look. So you can see it could be a sidebar, you could be the whole thing, or everybody can get kind of an equal tile. Some other options down here are turning on captions, which can be great if you have English language learners, if you want to take the entire screen. So like I said, there's a lot of options here. I think it would be really great if some teachers, if you have the time before you start meeting with students, start doing this with your colleagues. You guys can start conferencing and have small PLCs or even collaboration time with assignments and kind of practice with each other. It's a scary time, but the more that you guys do it, the better you'll feel, because you'll feel more comfortable. And nobody gets to their 100th video without making their first one. So we have to start somewhere, right? So the easiest way to do it is to kind of just dive in with both feet. So I'm going to end this video call so you guys don't have to be seeing me. Now, as you can see, I did press the end button. However, if your kids do that by accident, you can see that they do have the option to rejoin. So that's really convenient if maybe they leave the call before they mean to. Maybe their little brother is coming in and causing chaos, who knows? So they can always rejoin. You'll see it'll pull right back in, get ready. That's just because nobody else is here. So once I exited out, it kind of took it away. So I'm again just gonna X out of this for you guys. So like I said, this is again that Google Calendar. Make sure that you do save it, and you need to also make sure that you add your guests. So the easiest way is to just go student by student and add your entire guest list. You can actually create a contact list through Gmail. So you can't actually access it quite through here. What you would do is open up a brand new tab and hit contacts.google.com so you can see it filled that in for me. If you hit enter, it'll bring you to your contact. So I've added some of my students just to be able to show you guys how this works. So what you can do is click on a few students. So these are a few students that are in my period one class. And then right here are the labels that I've made. So I've made all my periods and I'm just going to label them all period one and apply that. And now you can see they're all labeled as period one. And one of the easiest things about that is when I go and I actually compose an email, I can then type in sorry about that. I can type in period one or period four comes right up. Period one should come right up too. I'm not sure why it's not. Did I not save it? I did. Okay, maybe I just need to X out of it. Sorry. It's worked flawlessly when I did it myself. Of course, it doesn't want to be helpful right now, but you can see that with my period four, my period five, the other few labels that I did use, they do come up. And when you do click on them, they do all the students that are in that label. So you can see I'm in the midst of adding all my students to an actual contact list to be able to do that a lot smoother. So if you didn't want to go one by one and add your guests, what you could do is copy this information and then write an email yourself. It might be a little bit faster than typing in every single student every single time you wanted to do this. So that's another option. Again, once you invite them to this, if you do it through Calendar, they will get that notification 10 minutes beforehand. So that's one of the benefits of doing it that way, because otherwise your students kind of just have to be really good about remembering to get on the computer at the right time. So there's going to be benefits to both. Again, this is a learning curve. So that was my video tutorial, a little bit of Calendar, a little bit of Google Meets. If you guys have questions, please feel free to reach out to me. We are in this together and we are better together.